Hello, fellow Star Voyagers. Is it so hard to start on time? I don't know. But here we are. And there we go. Chandler, hey. It's going. It's going all right. How about you? You lurking Bob? Johnny Rad? Greetings all. Hello, out there in TV land. Today we're gonna finish Blood and Wine. Can we stick to the plan? Good evening, Scugs. Nice timing.
Geralt had to face Eredin, but could only hope to beat him with the help of friends. The Wild Hunt could be defeated with exceptionally powerful magic.
We are in.
Set out to reconvene the lodge.
We are in the fairy tale land already.
Too began to lay plans of his own.
But decided at the end of the last stream, rather than push it a bit, to save it. Ribbon time, and so I may have a plan of sorts for that. I mean, I don't think I want to withhold the ribbon. That's what I'm getting at. But do we need to do things in a different order? Any chance we're going to do the Gwent tourney today? Yes, but probably at the end. At the end. This here, open. And yes. That's what I am thinking, is that we'll do that after. And yes, the girl who sells everything, formerly known as the girl who sells flint. Hey, puss. Before we talked to her, I did a little poking around and thinking about what, what I might want to do. Well, I don't know that we'll end up with the exact same ending. I don't think I want to withhold the ribbon, and that substantially changes the main path. So we will probably end up with a similar ending. We'll see. But, where haven't we been? I want to back up to where we spoke to Jack. I don't know if we'll have more imps spawn. It was just up the hill where we spoke to Jack. How's everybody doing today? We don't need to rush into this. But, does it matter if we run into things like the tiny village, Thumbelina, Grandma's house? Do any of those have to be done before the girl who sells flint? And there isn't one specific order, but I'm worried about missing things in the fairy tale land. So, do you have any thoughts on that? Rapunzel's tower. You don't think it matters? Just don't want to miss any dialogue, any opportunities to
find the beans.
Talk to Sienna. That doesn't count. Arcosa, hey, welcome back. Something glowing down on the water.
Will-o'-the-wisp. Think it's got something to show us.
Careful. It's not to be trusted.
I've only been here once before, but Three Little Pigs are up over that way, aren't they? That's... Wisp just dove down into the water. Whole sequence There's no replenishing unless we get one automatically. Wait. What? So you can't meditate, but if you attempt to meditate, it'll replenish anyways. How's that? Alright. Compromise. There's 3 little pigs. Bloody tough to beat, running around like crazy and kicking. Little pig, let me in. Diana, did you see it jump into the water? The wisp?
Knight's strange. Doesn't look like he's out of any fairy tale I know. Wonder how he got here.
In past times, Henrietta and I would occasionally run into them here. You see, knights errant far outnumber princesses in the real world. So some knights would sneak into the playroom, then into this land, in search of their fairy tale damsels. That's all.
How did they know this
Shredded
place
to
existed
bits
in
by
the
a
first
swarm of
place?
pixies. Irony's delicious.
Shouldn't have left. I leave the unicorn. 2 unicorns. The white unicorn. Shouldn't have left.
Stop prodding me and find the beans.
Bitches. Hey, when we do get to the Gwent tourney, 1 round gives us an opportunity to bet our silver sword. I don't want Erendite on my back when we're going in. Steal 20% each sign. That 20% sign intensity, couldn't it? We're still playing with Iris here. Haven't added any runes. Do we even have any greater runes at the moment? We'd have to do some combining. If we were gonna put runes in anything. Saved it. So we're doing Fairy Tales, Vampires, Epilogue, and Gwent today. Toussaint set, relic set. Another one to hang up at Corvo. So the wisp that went into the water there by the knight. It? You see the cat on the horse, or is that a donkey? Is that a dog on his back? I don't remember. Daryl, I'm gonna want you to get out of the water. And you're gonna have to move too. Oh my God. It is a dog. It is a cat. It is a rooster.
4 animals stacked atop each other. What was the tale called again?
Musicians of Blaviken. Huh. You've some link to the town as well, don't you?
But my tale's not much like this one.
No! Daryl, you've got some issues here. Come on. Up. Here. Up, 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 up. Wow!
You call me cruel.
I guess that was a bad touch, huh? Well, I'm the Butcher of Blaviken. Magic mushrooms and magic gold. And these magic mushrooms. I think they went into quest items. Food item? Normal food item? Alchemy? Quest? Too much stuff to look through, no good way to sort it fast. Do you know where they went? The magic mushrooms end up.
Legs and ruby red slippers.
From a tale about a wizard from Ophir. You might not know it.
Those look like ruby red slippers to you? May not be as little risk as it appears. Oil. So infrequently. Copyright infringement. Call the lawyers. Oh, Grandma. Your tummy hurt.
Hello? Can we talk?
Schwungbotch, my head! Damn it all! I swear that was the last time I drank with Redbeard. Oh, Sienna, a bloody long time it's been. You've changed.
Whereas you, not at all, big bad wolf. Though it seems you've started running with the wrong crowd.
And who should I run with, eh? Thumbelina? One shot and she's under the table. But, what brings you?
You know me, I can't open simple packages. Have a drink with us,
You
Grandma.
can always have a drink with us.
Oh, what now? Not on your life. I can barely stand, I'm so hungover.
You know what they say about the hair of the dog?
Out of the question. And why must you drink? Do you wish to drown some sorrow? And I don't mean to pry, but you don't look much like a young duchess to me.
They stripped me of my title and birthright, then banished me. A family spat, let's say.
Beans. Ow.
Listen, looking for magic beans. Seen any?
I was given one for safekeeping, but...
Where is it? Talk!
Shh, not so loud.
Oh, I can be much louder than this. And resort to other means of persuasion.
Right there, the threats. Sienna to a T. Listen, I exist
Hey,
to
Sonny.
restage a fairy tale. If you want to play at it, I'll be happy to oblige. But it won't be easy. The thing is, little Red Riding Hoods popped her clogs.
What?
1,000
the
times they
clogs.
cut my gut open, filled it full of rocks and drowned me in the river. So once you stopped coming, I decided to repay the little imp for all her loving labor. Who now rots at the bottom of the well, she and the hunter, which means we can't play, and I'm under no obligation to talk to you, not about beans, nor anything else. So leave me be. Sod off.
You say, Grandma. Well,
Wolf's pretty cranky.
Surprised? Think about it. He was cast in the role of the Nemesis without ever asking for it. It's a dog's life, I tell you.
So, what now?
Don't worry. I'll play with him. Or rather, play him. I just need that little red hood. The piece of apparel, that is. Not the poor girl's corpse.
That's a relief.
You wish to help me? Here's your chance. Jump in the well and fish it out. Well, chop chop.
I'm not. We may have decided it doesn't really matter, but I think what we're gonna do with the map is kind of spiral around. It's not exactly that, and it may not matter, but we're gonna pass by the three little pigs, and we're gonna end up back at the Flint girl and into the middle to Rapunzel and have the beans. I think by that point. So, welcome back! Fairy Tale's not a bad place to start. Can you believe they turned the colors up another notch from Toussaint? They had already, the colors were at 11 and now they're at 13. The saturation, look at that, those flowers are glowing! There's yeah, you can barely make them out. They are so super saturated. Butterflies are glowing, and our swords appear gilded because of all the bright sunlight, and I don't know which colors it's grabbing, the reds and the reds and the yellows. When we were in that conversation, even our glasses looked like that. They looked gold. I think their rims are a black metal.
All right, time to jump in the well.
Break a leg.
Big Bad Wolf said he got tired putting up with the Hunter and Little Red Riding Hood. Since Sienna and her sister weren't coming back, hadn't come back in so long, he decided to do away with them. It must be chilly down there in the well. Suppose so, it might be. Started swimming wherever, but they look around a bit. Is there anything else down here? Aren't getting back out the way we came, so. Yeah. Here's all four. We have gotten so much out of Blood and Wine this playthrough. Hours? I'm not keeping good track, but I think we have gotten. Not die. I think we've gotten 40, 50 hours out of Blood and Wine this time. Geralt, you are still not breathing. A lot of added content. Been pretty good and thorough this time. Old Lucoj. Old Lucoj. Lucoj notes. Been 7 years today since we last saw Sienna and Henrietta. Duchess Anna Henrietta, gone by the nickname Anna Rietta since she was a child. The spell is really starting to decay now, and some of the residents of this land are beginning to go mad. Met one. The wolf murdered Little Red Riding Hood and the Hunter. The witch roasted Tom Thumb alive, along with 7 Engforgians. And pixies attack anyone who comes near. Sought shelter in the clouds, but the giant drove us away. Our last resort is the ship of King Thrushbeard. We're planning to wait the worst of it out in the middle of the lake. Sonny, this is Blood and Wine? Or was that question for someone else? Yeah, exactly. Not many companies would give you so much added content. Guess we probably didn't read that. I'll go back to it in a second. Contract Lucy this Goosey. We picked up when we were standing by the Flint girl. Last stream we picked up one side quest. Of course we have to do it before we leave the fairy tale lands or we won't be able to. Not forget that. Residents of this fabled land, somebody's after me. Ever since I moved here from the castle in the clouds, I feel like I'm being watched. Help me before it's too late. Albina the Goose, known as the goose that lays golden eggs. P.S. I know Joss says it's him, but it's not. So when we get back to the Flint girl, the town with the Flint girl, we'll pick up that thread. Journal. This just come out of the water, or when did we pick this up? Entry 1. Sienna gave me a card today with headless, blood-stained people on it. I asked why she had drawn it. The princess answered that it was a scene from nightmares that have been haunting her since she can remember. It is true that Sienna awakes each night with a scream, unless she is sleeping in the same bed as Henrietta. Entry 2. The girls quarreled today. Unfortunately, I must note that they did not behave in a manner becoming for young ladies. There were fisticuffs. Anna Henrietta was first to hit her sister, but Sienna didn't wait long to reply. Before I could break them apart, little Henrietta had lost 2 milk teeth, and she ran straight to her parents to complain. His Grace the Duke couldn't believe his ears when I told him what had happened. Sienna got the whole blame and was suitably punished. Henrietta then tried to ease the situation, but the Duke and Duchess were resolute. Oh, which do I like more? Hold that thought, and if I don't answer, poke me in a minute here. Finish reading through this. Third entry. Today, for the first time, I accompanied the girls to the Land of 1,000 Fables, where we spent half a day, where we are now. First, we played with Thumbelina, and then with Redbeard, who was extremely gallant for a highwayman. I'm thoroughly impressed by what the Master Artorius Vigo has achieved. He has proved that he has no equal in magical mysteries. The girls said that if I wish to go there by myself, all I have to do is open the book, Land of 1,000 Fables, and say out loud the spell Expecto Ludum. This is how we got here, found the book. Must have read this already. It seems to be marked as unread, but... Entry 4. Today, Sienna was tested by the mages sent by the chapter. I don't know what conclusions they drew, but His Grace the Duke is clearly worried. I asked the Duke what awaits the princess. He didn't reply. Last entry. I tutored the girls in Nilfgaardian today. Diana applies herself so, though she has great difficulty memorizing new vocabulary. Lady Henrietta seems more gifted in this regard, yet also prone to impish behavior. She thought me out of earshot. She called me a blodkus. She and Sienna laughed so hard they almost choked. The stacked animals from Blaviken, I seem to have accidentally annihilated them.
Any luck?
Yes.
Yep, look what I got.
That would never
got
fit
a
you. Give it to
hoodie.
me.
For you.
How do I look?
Not bad at all. Like
Not
I know
bad.
anything about fashion.
Not bad at all.
Let's go see the big bad wolf.
Let me guess.
Manny, I don't think I'm going to
Granddaughter.
deny her the ribbon.
And you, the hunter.
But we'll see when we get there. Hi. Hi.
You again? I thought I was clear. I will not talk to you if little Red Riding Hood is
Oh,
not with
but
you.
look. Brought your little
Not a
Red
problem.
Riding Hood.
Sienna can take her place.
What? Very well. It's not as if I can forbid you. Granddaughter, come closer, sweetie.
But Grandmama, what big eyes you have.
Better to see you with my dear.
Granny, what big arms you have.
The better to embrace you with, my dear.
And Grandmama, what big teeth you have. Eh?
The better to eat you with, my dear.
That stench.
Nice hit. She's gonna help. She really helped. Okay, that's a nice start. Together now, Diana. As a team. Oh! I think Granny likes me better than you. Is there any fight dialogue? Oh, yeah, that's a little close. God, our Granny doesn't have enough fur to burn. So she is burning. She's more embered than anything else. Granny is here from Dark Souls. Ooh. Geez, San, I hope you ducked at the right
Remember
time.
what Joss said about the red bean. A human has it, and he definitely didn't swallow it.
Mm-hmm. Gotta open his belly. Bottle caps, fake teeth, the corkscrew. Ah, here it is. Red bean.
Beans, beans, good
Well,
for your heart.
one step closer to our goal.
What?
Now, I find myself wondering if you're just horribly discreet, or if those mutations completely scrubbed away your curiosity. Are you really not interested in what happened? In what became of me after they cast me out?
Of course we're interested. If you blow her off here, I think you lose some options.
Well, since you brought it up, I'd gladly hear the rest. Let's see.
I would have listened
They escorted
anyways.
you out of the duchy.
Yes, and the noble knights of Toussaint, I didn't stop until we reached the Ketdu wilderness. They left me there alone, without a copper, in a torn lace dress, right when the frosts were setting in. They assumed something would eat me, or that I'd do everyone a favor and die of hunger. But as always, I failed to live up to expectations. I wandered the woods for a week, went purple from the cold, gnawed the bark from twigs. Finally, I saw a light among the trees. A campsite. They were bandits, bearded, drunk, spattered with blood. I was sure they'd rape me or kill me, or both.
Take it neither happened?
That's when I learned a robber and a murderer can be a better man than a knight in shining armor. They took me in, we set off for Nazaire, and I did what I could to repay them. I advanced in their ranks rather quickly. Eventually, I became their leader. Of the whole ragged band.
Should have stayed there, maybe.
Perhaps. Perhaps I should have forgotten everything, started a new life. But you know what? There came a point when I thought, You wanted a monster. Then a monster you shall get.
Been through a lot.
I have. And throughout this time, my sister was stomping grapes and shagging minstrels on down bedding.
She wasn't the one to banish you.
And I'm not angry at her for that. I'm angry at her because she forgot about me. Right. We've had our chat. Come.
One bean down. Bottle caps, corkscrew, fake tooth.
Did you like Anna Henrietta?
Do you jest? I adored her. My darling little sis. So adorable. So sweet. Yet when they banished me from the palace, she didn't so much as peek out of the window.
She might not have known. Maybe just couldn't.
And could she also not grant me amnesty when she was crowned? Please. That's one beam down. Good work.
When I heard the other music from, didn't want to stumble into overlapping dialogue. Decided to stop moving. Where's it coming from? Ah, the sound positions is not reliable, or it's not sitting still. Okay, go back up that way in a second. We were just over there, came out over here, and then went back up the hill. Do you imagine, instead of having to use your imagination, being able to travel
Doesn't seem to be at home.
to a far-off land? We stumbled into Duck Duck Goose, so boost. The denizens of the land of 1,000 fables had problems, just like you or I. Albina the Goose, for example, had the disturbing impression someone was watching her with the intent of causing her harm. He had thus posted a notice on the Fable World's notice board. The golden egg-laying bird was lucky a witcher happened to appear in the area shortly afterwards. Since time in this strange realm flowed differently, Geralt could take on this unusual contract with a clear conscience, knowing his urgent matters in Toussaint could wait. While traversing the land of 1,000 fables, Geralt came across an abandoned little home. All around it lay plucked out goose feathers, suggesting there had been some kind of struggle, perhaps resulting in an abduction. The Witcher, being a Witcher, decided to investigate just what had happened. Struggle, eh?
A feather. Broken. There was a fight. Goose feathers. Must have been flapping its wings. Or did it just get plucked?
Watch out! Pixies!
Pixies! Where are we going? We were following the feathers that had been ripped out.
Hey, there, in the trees. Some kind of camp?
They may not be friendly. They already look rather unfriendly. It's good to know things still burn in a fairy tale. Got the wrong sword. Didn't seem to matter that much. I think he should have hit me pretty good there. Maybe they all require silver because fairy tale seem to do better than steel. Steel's not doing a thing.
What now, you piece of filth?
You mean to cross the barbarous Barbarossa?
Well, now I'm just not sure.
Her in a cage.
Somewhere between steel and
Rain
silver.
fights are so much better. Oh well.
Dead.
Where's the key?
Why don't we check the body?
Here it is. Got it.
Hello, Miss Goose.
Good thing you posted that notice. Never would have found you otherwise.
Ooh.
Oh look, she laid a golden egg for you.
If only all my employers were that generous. Would have preferred a magic bean, but not about to complain.
Did you really travel all the way here for a coin?
I am assuming.
Sure did.
I don't believe it.
Hey, woo.
You must have had another reason.
Well, spent a few idyllic months in Beauclair some time past. Part of me wanted to come back, I think.
Oh yes.
Howdy
Visit
doody.
Toussaint once and you'll always long to return.
Her unicorn has followed this whole way. A unicorn has not. That was nice of them, though, to give one side quest in the fairy tale land. Notice board quest. I think the three little pigs are nearby. Not far. Gonna head off in the wrong direction, but I bet we would have hit the boundary anyways. Plugging along. Everything switched over. These things are nice and creepy. Pixies. Pixies. Down there, pixie dust. So it won't let us meditate. Oh, that's why, because when you go to the meditate screen, even if it won't let us pass time, we've already replenished items. I don't know why that stumped me, so makes sense. You replenish items immediately when you go to meditate. You don't have to pass time. Empika, hi! Came in at a pretty good time. How you doing?
Oh, the Three Little Pigs homes. Well, you know the story, don't you? Who's afraid of the big bad wolf?
Looks like Big Bad's already blown down the houses of straw and sticks. Brick's the only one left.
We should look inside. Remember Joss's words?
One beam lies out in the open, guarded by 3 nobodies. Yeah, could be it.
Good job, bot. Well played. House of Wood. So, pigs are pigs, and we would normally use steel, but this is a fairy tale land, and I am not sure. Now we put, yeast oil on both swords, just in case we mix it up a bit. Straw house. Wood house. The brick house is still standing. It's too bad you can't knock first. Little pig, let me in.
Get it!
The Pugwatch, they didn't like that.
Come on, Bacon! That was terrible, girl. All together now. Everything's better with bacon. Ah, there's a finish off. Yeah. I like mine extra crispy. Come get some. The fire's nice and hot. Oh, poor you, stuck in a corner. I hate it when that happens. Glad it happened to someone else for a change. Hardy har har! He can still fight even stuck in the giant mushrooms. Actually, Geralt's hurting pretty bad. This baby doesn't want to die. Watch out, Sienna! I think it was somehow not taking damage. Hey, Rango! Oh! Which hat's that? Nice hat. What hat's that? You are dead! Know that? Ah. Oh, on the pig yet. We're back. They're really bad. So, two of them, it was Iris finished off, you know, if we need to, because this is Fairy Tale Land, if we're not gonna take them down with steel, and Iris is the only reason they went down, still don't understand why it wouldn't work on the third. Why is that bacon wearing a hat? That's what makes bacon taste best of all. Ooh! Alright, let's mix it up here. Stubborn bacon. So they're all magical. I guess it was only the special power on the Iris sword that you knock down and finish things off. It's the only reason Iris worked, huh? The blue bean. It's two.
The big bad witcher huffed and puffed, and look, got a beam.
It cannot be.
What cannot be?
You actually have a sense of humor.
Stunted a bit, but yeah, it's there.
Well, well, aren't you full of surprises? What else are you hiding behind that gruff exterior?
Not a bad singer. Do a pretty mean rendition of the Maids of Vicar Varro, for instance. But some other time, maybe.
After a few drinks. Perhaps.
But here we are chatting away when there's work to do.
Chop chop!
We must keep looking. So, do you like it here?
No, got a problem with magic in general. Illusions, portals, all that. Don't trust any of it.
A bow of old-fashioned tastes, eh? I like that.
So... do you see what looks like a castle far off, but it's really not that far off? And that windmill off in a distance, but not off in a distance. Okay. Let's tread carefully here, for we're entering the village of the little people. Anyone around? Quiet here. Knock knock. Oh, hi. Hi there.
Hey, watch it.
I am watching
Hey,
it.
watch it.
Of course I'm watching it.
Hey, watch it.
Where you going? Surely one person can't tend to all of this. Excuse me. Excuse me, little miss, I have some questions. You don't tend to all of this, do you?
You stepped on Thumbelina! That was my favorite tale.
Oh!
Because it wasn't about a princess. Tales about princesses.
Just, you don't want that on your shoe. Excuse me? Miss? Yes? Is that a jackalope? Oh look, it's the Emperor.
Such exquisite
I do like his new robes.
words never seen.
Watch out! Pixies!
My new robes
That's karma for you, Geralt. Must protect the Emperor at all costs. Karma's a bitch. But Thumbelina has been given new life. New lease on life. Hopefully she doesn't get anywhere near the fight. I just wanted to check out the jackalopes. As we were near death, I should have taken a look. Oh, let's heal up before we get into this fight. What do you say? What say you? See how bad it was too. I keep walking off like that. Not a good way to start a fight.
Message coming in.
KG!
Patching it through.
Good to see you. Thank you for the host. Hi. Thumbelina, say hi to KG. Lena?
You stepped on Thumbelina! That was my favorite tale.
Why is that?
Because it wasn't about a princess. Tales about princesses are insufferable.
Alright, the scripting with the blood was a little weird that time. Alright. Really let us meditate, replenish. Better than going in dead. Hello! How you doing? You come back to Giant Geralt. What did you miss? No, Geralt is the same size. That was Thumbelina's town.
Words never seen.
He just scraped her off our boot.
My new
Welcome
attire
back.
reveals itself but to the wise and
Hey, Stealthy. There goes the Emperor in his new robes. Who's coming now? Is it the Pied Piper? You being followed? I'm sorry to hear that, KG. Never what you want to hear, but do you
Watch
hear?
out! Pixies!
We can still offer a good place to come hang out, even when it's a bit rough. Warlock. Certainly not been at my best lately. Ooh. Rats, go rats, go! screamed. He screamed because I swung at his rats. Yeah. Hey, hugs for everyone.
Message for you, Commander. Just came in over a secure channel.
Hey, Terry. Terry, thank you for the sub support, resub. Cheers. Cheers to you. You rock. Hi. How are ya? The poor Thumbelina. It Duck Duck Goosed, but we got Duck Duck Goosed from the message board, which is up ahead. This is sort of why I wanted to. We started up here by the Flint girl, the goat. Hey, we didn't check out the jackalope, right? Let's go back and see if the jackalope was still there. But I kind of wanted to end up at the Flint girl and then on to Rapunzel's tower. Lurk on. KG, lurk on. The plan is to play through the fairy tale, finish the DLC, its story, as a long end and epilogue and all that. And then, there is still a Gwent tournament. Might even run off and practice a couple games with the Skellige deck after we complete it. Go play BB a couple times. Speaking of Gwent, he just come up here too. The girl who sells everything. Formerly known as the girl who sells Flint.
Care for a cigarillo? A bit of tobacco? A dab of fistek?
The girl selling Fistech?
What tale are you from?
Sold flints when I was a lass, but no one bought them, so I branched out. Now I deal in snuffs, puffs, all sorts of fun things. What'll you have, sweeties?
Magic beans. Do you have any?
If it's not the new name of some kicker I already have, dearies, then no. But maybe you'd like some.
Hey, where'd you get that ribbon? That's mine.
Is that so? Then why was it lying in the bushes? Finders keepers, sweetheart.
Kids' braids are incredible. Get with the ribbon.
The ribbon. Mind explaining what the fuss is about?
There's not much to explain. I got it from Aturius Vigo when I was a child.
That's
It
who
was
made
to
this
protect me from evil.
magical land.
It clearly didn't work, given how I ended up.
But it means a lot to you.
How should I put this? I have so few mementos from my childhood, and the ribbon reminds me of the good old days, when I was someone else.
Dears, could you continue this touching scene elsewhere? You're scaring away my customers.
Give Sienna the ribbon. Why not, huh?
Sugar plum. The only thing I hand out for free is a first hit. To get them to come back for a second,
girl.
of course. For all else, you've got to pay.
What if I asked you nicely?
Ask me nicely and I might play you for it. A round of cards?
What else does she sell? Of course, we can afford it. We'll play her for it. But
What have you got to sell exactly?
Like I said, tobacco, fistek, all sorts of things. Have a look.
gold balls, thread, Gold thread. Shards of a magic mirror. Magic mushrooms. Should be on our food tab. Can add it there. Gingerbread. Corks. Gingerbread man. Magic food.
All right, let's play. If you lose, you give me the ribbon.
Don't get your hopes up. None can best me at Gwent.
When we do get to the tourney, I gotta ask you. You know, some of you know how we don't often load saves to redo things that go badly here, and the Gwent tourney is a one-off. So, you have to win 4 games. You want to get all the way through. If you want the trophy, you've got to win 4 games. And you don't get to replay the ones you lose, so you have the option of reloading a save and starting over. We did not do that last time. Sure, I didn't win the tourney. We've prepped a good Skellige deck this time, and I haven't played a Skellige deck in 2 years. Once we finish assembling that Skellige deck right before the tourney, we could go off and practice with it a little. We could dive right in. We'll see, but we'll have the option of... I'll make a save, and then we can decide what to do with it. Gaunter O'Dim. We don't have any of the cards you would normally muster. We have 3 muster sets right now. We've got Crones, 2 of the 3 Crones. I still need another Crone. Got 3 Arakas and 3 Vampires. So we want more Vampires, more Arakas, and another Crone. For now, we've been playing with the monster deck. Before that, I only really ever played Northern Realms. We've been having fun with the monster deck. Until we get to the Skellige deck, we're sticking with it. I didn't think we were going to play any more Gwent before the tourney, or at least the prep and practice. But Dandelion. 1 Arakas, that's good. 2 Vampire. We want to redraw one of those. A muster card in the hand. 2 of a muster type in the hand is a waste. Want to redraw 1. 1 Crone, that's good. So we've got all 3 muster types. We just need to redraw one of them and hope we don't get an Arakas, a Crone, or another Vampire. Like that. Like that. Plague Maiden. If you don't beat her, will you leave the ribbon? Oh, I don't know if this... You might be able to replay her. I don't mind buying the ribbon either. Let me ask you, why is everyone so keen on waiting to find out if I will deny Sienna the ribbon that she wants to put us on a darker ending path? That's not likely. I'm not likely to do it just because it's different. I mean, we'll see what happens, but I don't have any motivation to deny her the ribbon. So, don't hold your breath. I would have liked to have redrawn some more cards. Only get 2 redraw. Siege. Scoia'tael's not going to play any Siege. This is a wasted card. Dandelion pretty well overlaps with our leader. This is not a good hand. Even though we got our musters, it's not a very good hand. Colonel! Hey! And it's not as if reconciliation is guaranteed, even if we do, so... This is going to be a pretty boring game from the looks of it. No interesting cards. I don't have all the differences mapped out, Terry. in my memory or head at all, but there are a variety of endings, but 2 main branches, and there are a few things that you can do or miss. Some dialogue and others related to the ribbon everyone's talking about that will remove certain options. So which Bear is this? Fighting Frost. Played instantly. Frost will annihilate our close combat. We're playing monsters. We're almost all close combat. You get ugly anytime. You got it. I'm expecting frost. Here comes rain. Maybe I could get her to play that frost card now. If I play Dandelion, I'm at risk for scorching or fire or ice. Either one will burn us good. Or we could play a 3-card 12-point play, and I sort of want her to ruin it. Not because I want to lose the points, but...
Or am I yours?
Matthew says hello to everyone. Hi, Matthew. Greetings, sir. Can't you just axie her for the trophy? Oh, trophy not from her. But, Gwent tourney. Different quest, once we're out of the fairy tale land. I was talking about 2 things and just kind of mashed them together. Alright, let's try baiting out a scorch or a frost. Instead, she played Ciri. Playing her points. How badly do you want this round? How badly do you want it? Buster. How badly do I want this round? I can't play rain on top of her ring, can I? I could. Uselessly. I mean, it would be to throw away a card and what? Force her to... Rawr. Procyan. An extra and in that Entrobot message. Let's see. You're right. There's an end... Yes, thank you. You're right. There is. I didn't know that. But I did notice something missing last night that made me think of. Another muster. Interesting. I'm gonna pass. What happens in a tie here? Do they have a faction perk to win a tie? We'll get 1 random card staying on the board. It could be Dandelion, 2 points, Commander's Horn, or 5 or a 6. Who wins this tie? It's not a tie yet. They can still play 1 card and take the round. Oh, yeah, that's right. Just burn your cards. Burn your cards. And she decoyed. She decoy. How is she trying to stay competitive with one card? 2 rounds to go. Passed. Right. Right then. Your turn. Yeah? I guess it's our turn. You don't have to play all your cards. But hey.
Rumpole, you're good at this. A word once given. The ribbon's yours. Now skedaddle.
Skedaddle.
All right. Tell me
What?
what you want in return. You're not doing this out of the kindness of your heart.
Don't want anything in return.
Thank you. Only one bean to go. Concentrate, Geralt.
Do you now? We haven't been to Rapunzel's tower. Wonder how she's doing up there.
It always grapple up her braid in the past, but I don't see it anywhere.
We'll find another way up.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the color palette here and thinking tomorrow, actually, finally going to be starting something else. Something we've played before, but not since 2016. And I just realized its colors are about as saturated as Tucson. BioShock Infinite, at least Columbia.
Could pull myself up here, and I'll have to make that jump.
If you say so, I shall wait down here if it's all the same. Climbing's not my strong suit.
Look at the bloodied knight. Oh, nice grab.
Prince's corpse. Tried to free Longlocks, but fell and broke his neck.
That's what would really happen. Girl in a tower ever offers you her braided hair to climb to come up and rescue her, you are likely to fall and break your neck. Bad plan. Hey, Luke. How you doing? You're pink now. Very pink you are. Hello, Mr. Pink. Squeeze through. Ooh, nice wall. Wall kick. He kicked off the wall and grabbed the ledge. Okay. I'm glad I didn't see that. Not sure it obeyed the laws of physics, so I'm glad I missed it. Rapunzel? You up here? Quite a view. Yep. Haven't seen a kitchen though. Oh. She took her own hair. Oh my. I'm not sure she's really gone. Check out her hair. Not good. Whoa. Shit. I was not even looking for that. Not that either. Yeah, pick the right signs, people. Now it can be depressing all over again. Right. Okay. We in. Wait, room. Flipping through. Do we indulge? I think if we clip through, I'm not sure we're stuck. I haven't tried to move yet. But if we clip out that way, I don't think anything cool will happen. We're just gonna fall down. Might be stuck. A special spawn, that. I'm not sure if what she summons will burn proper, but our Igni's pretty strong. And healed up. Eat some pork, man. Some pork. Too late! Too late!
Too late!
Sorry, Igni's not that strong. Should be pretty strong. Thought they were pretty susceptible. About 4 hits apiece. That's not great, but there we go. Burn! No? Why you no burn? What? Did they put a strong bleed on us? Normally we make other things bleed. I think Geralt bled out. Only you have buffering issues. Numbers look okay here. Anyone else? That was... ouch. Screams, lady. think she also may regenerate from them, so their damage output is really pretty high. I feel like they're cutting through. They're getting some sort of damage over time when they break Quen. They're not just breaking Quen sometimes. Maybe it was her. She does like her skillies. Are you locked on? One thing about having a nice group like this is the temptation to whirl. But if you looked at the damage they do, spinning even slightly out of control for a few seconds. Longlocks! You'll give us a lot of trouble. What say you? That was just creepy. She did not swing. Instead, it just, yeah, kind of raised her dress. Let's not do that again. Grab the bean. Magic food. So the magic food will come back. And if you really want a lot of 50 vitality and food, by all means, camp out and spend some time. But spend a lot of time there. I think the joke's on you. Expensive toys.
Stunk to climb all that way for nothing.
Are you fighting Rapunzel, you meanie? What was the you meanie for? For fighting her? She, I would have been happy to just talk, but we were too late, as she said. Hi, Serm. Anyone else afraid of heights? Is there water down there? Can anyone see? Water down there. You see trees. There's water down there. There's water over there.
So?
Got the bean.
Did you see the dive? Forget the bean.
Seems she got sick of waiting for a knight in shining armor.
Can you blame her? Men these days, dandies and
You
fox.
could have just dove off.
That why you cozied up to a vampire?
Dettlaff was a tool, and only a tool.
Too bad he didn't know that.
I trust no one. Learned that long ago. Now it's his turn.
Sounds like it.
Was that your plan from the start?
No. At first, I was simply intrigued. Do you know the story? It was in Metina, a few years past. I'd gone there to pass some loot off to a fence I know. We were hashing out the terms when in walked Detlef. He said he'd come to sell a silver candlestick. He gripped it through a cloth. That caught my eye. I followed him out, observed him from a distance, but he caught on quickly.
Yeah, superhuman senses will do that.
He turned down a blind alley. I followed. He jumped out from behind a crate, baring his teeth. I suppose he'd wanted to frighten me. Alas, he didn't in the least. After all, I'm a monster too, am I not?
Still.
A higher vampire and you were unimpressed? Don't know if that's brave or just plain foolish.
I've always had a way with ostensibly dangerous, quiet types.
That's supposed to be about me too?
Ugh, bother, I hate to disappoint you, Geralt, but your belly button is not the center of the known world.
But it is on display.
Reminds me of him a bit, stifling all emotions inside you, ever feigning indifference.
See? There.
You see, when I met Detlef, somehow I knew, call it intuition, that he meant me no harm, that he was trying to frighten me off, for he too was scared. Now do you understand?
I guess.
He doesn't.
What happened then?
We talked, then met up once, twice, 3 times, enough that he became infatuated. I truly enjoyed it at first, but only at first. He did not love like a man, but like an animal, madly, deeply, unconditionally, wildly. To return such a feeling, anyone would be hard-pressed, let alone someone as twisted as I am.
So there came a day you just up and disappeared.
Yes, there was no other way. Let's just be friends, or I don't deserve you. He'd never have understood that sort of thing. But then, once I decided to return, clean up some old affairs, I remembered him and concluded he could still be of use.
Playing with fire, that.
Definitely. And either I'll get burned or I'll burn all else down. No other options.
Got a history with Detlef now, so this meeting will be different. Not afraid?
I can handle him.
Sure about that?
You look at him as a witcher and see a monster. I know what he's really like. You needn't worry. It's time to go. Just a bit more work and we'll be able to say sort off to this fecking fable sphere.
This fecking fable sphere? Well,
Now we must plant them
You
by the
should
path
ask.
near Longlock's tower. Then prepare to meet
I'm
the
alright.
giant.
DLC's going well. How about you? We are at the end of the fairy tale, and I am leaning towards breaking before we go plant the beans and climb the stalk and stuff that ensues. I think it all pulls together. We might have not just cutscenes and encounters, but more cutscenes right after those, and it'll go for a while. So it's all right. Since you just got here, Ice Flame, anyone else who just got here, we're gonna take our first break. We'll be going through to the end of the DLC today, and I'm just still guessing around 4 hours normal stream time, give or take. But when we complete the main quest line, plant the magic beans and leave the fairy tale land, and the quest is not over. But when it is, deal with the vampires attacking the city. Before continuing with the tournament, we will do that. After we've dealt with the vampires attacking the city, we will return to Gwent for drinks and tournament. Hopefully a trophy at the end. Thank you. Thank you. You all have a good break too. I'll see you soon.